Night fell, and then morning came again. I spent the whole night in the sky, from sunset to sunrise. When I arrived, temperature was around 12 degrees, cool and refreshing, exactly what I was hoping for. 2 hours later, Abdullah showed up, my Omani friend of 3 years, who had arrived just a few hours before me.
هلا بالطيبين. Mongolia تقول مرحبا. Welcome. We changed the money here. You have to do from here is better from outside because outside the place is little bit traffic.
He was going to be my companion for next 10 days. Our first car was ready.
This is our car, Habibi. 70? I don't know. Automatic. We will open, we will sleep inside, Habibi.
A Toyota Series 70, built for adventure.
Turbo.
The airport sat right in the middle of the vast plain. Grass as far as the eye could see, and the sky filled with clouds. The first thing that caught my attention was the money. We paid over 400,000 of Turgrok for fuel. The road ahead was stunning. Endless green field, fresh air, and that feeling like it had just rained everywhere. The first bird that I saw was an eagle, then another and another. Seeing so many of them means one thing: wildlife here was still alive and safe. After about half an hour of driving, we arrived in Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia.
Who wants to drink this one?
One thing that really stood out in this city was the old four-wheel drive vans, the UAZ 452. They became a symbol of Mongolia. Their design was simple and kind of funny, and I loved seeing them for the first time. Our camp for the night was on other side of the city. It should have taken about 30 minutes, but it took almost more than 1 hour because of heavy traffic. For its population, Ulaanbaatar was surprisingly congested. Abdullah was getting frustrated, but I couldn't stop laughing.
I think, Baba, let's go to airport again. Why we come here? Look. Now was 30, 31. Now is 33. 400,000 for fuel, and just we are in traffic.
Once we left the city, everything changed. The countryside was beautiful. Small villages, green fields, and wide, peaceful rivers. I had this strange feeling like I'd been here before. It really felt like paradise. What amazed me was that we are still technically in a city. There was no sign of leather or human impact anywhere. Animals roamed freely, living peacefully. It said a lot about how Mongolians respect nature. We arrived at our first stop, River Point Camp. The place had these old Russian motorcycles, legends from the World War II era that still run in some remote places.
Nice to see you.
We were staying here for the night, and tomorrow, the real journey will begin. The traditional Mongolian tents are called gears. They perfectly designed for Mongolia's cold and humid weathers. At this camp, they built modern version with the glass window, but the real ones are much simpler.
Nice to see you.
The restaurant at the camp had a really nice design, a mix of traditional and modern styles, cozy and welcoming.
Oh, that one.
If you walk, we will.
Let's change the car.
Later that day, we had to head back to the airport to pick up the rest of the team. On the way, we stopped by the garage to check the vehicles and replace one of them. Oh.
Where is number 3?
The sky was getting darker, so we pulled over to watch the sunset.
There is oxygen, real oxygen. I feel oxygen. تأملوا فيما خلقه الله فإن التأمل عبادة. You understand what it's mean?
Yeah.
If you see something like this, so that is mean ibadah. This is one of the ibadahs, you know?
And suddenly, it started to rain. Just 5 minutes earlier, the sky had been clear, and now we were standing under heavy rain. The rest of the team finally arrived, and from that moment, my main job began, documenting and telling this 10 days story. This was day 1 of our Mongolia expedition. We had to assign the vehicles and sort the gear. One vehicle was for rescue tools, winches, ropes, and jacks. Another carried food and supplies. The third was for camping gear and personal equipment. In the team we had Hassan, my friend from Saudi Arabia for past 3 years, and his father who joined the journey too. We also had Abdullah Salem, the second Abdullah, another friend from Saudi Arabia I've known from 2 years. I was proud to introduce Ali, the trip leader, a man with over 15 years experience exploring Mongolia. Anyone who's traveled with Husaak Adventure probably knows him well. After sorting everything out, we finally hit the road. 2 hours later, we made a short stop. We tried something new, tea with horse meat. It had a unique taste, but it was part of the experience.
Bro. Son, what's this city's name? Ulan-Ul.
Something that really struck me during this trip was how much the sky adds to Mongolia's beauty. It's never the same, always changing, full of clouds, lights, and motion. Heading west, after all green meadows and rivers, we suddenly passed by a desert. I wasn't sure if it was part of the Gobi, but the 2-humped camel confirmed we were close. We stopped to take some photos. And of course, Abdullah started negotiating with locals for a cheaper camel ride.
Take 5,000. You give us 20,000 why? No. No. خلاص 10,000. No. 10,000 خلاص.
A bit further ahead, someone were trying to tame a wild horse. Seeing a desert right in the middle of that greenery was unexpected. But this wasn't just any desert. It was one that would soon be covered in snow during the winter. As sunset approached, we entered the Orkhan Valley. We decided to camp by the Orkhan River for the night. I spent most of the drive filming. I didn't want to miss a single move. We reached the campsite just before dawn. The sound of the river, the cool air, and the calm after a long day. It didn't matter where we slept. On the roof tents, in the car, or inside the tents. We were all going to have a deep, peaceful sleep.